it's the 500cc solos. Malcolm Simmons off the inside grid and straight into the lead. 49.73 miles per hour. On to the third leg then, and the 250cc solos are out again. Two rides. Lee Street, who was on 22 points in joint second, joint third place. He's leading this one. Terry Giles, who was top of the street, dropped down to third place in this one, but he'll be sure of a place in the final if he can keep up this pace. Adrian Squirrel goes very wide, trying to get past Lee Street. Lee Street holding a nice tight line as always. No mechanical problems this time for him. He did slip up and lose a few points in his last ride. For the 250 rider. Lee Street then, leading from Adrian Squirrel in second place. Desperate to pile on a few points to make the final. 300 Terry Giles is there in third, and it's Chris Pay and Keith Strudwick, Mark Powell, Matt Thompson, Malcolm Simmons. Heading the field, the checkered flag is out this time. Adrian Squirrel trying hard around the outside. Who's going to get there? Just, I think, Lee Street from Adrian Squirrel, from Terry Giles, Keith Strudwick, Mark Powell, Chris Pay, Matt Thompson. Away they go then. Flat out up the first straight. Lee Street leads it. Dean Camier, poor start after having choice of the grid. He's down in the midfield, challenging hard through the placings. Richard Smith is up into second. All the way at the moment. Richard Smith with his roll-ons really streaming out of the back of that crash helmet. Dean Camier made his way up to third place after a bad start, but certainly the fastest man round here in the heat. But can he get past those two in front of him? Richard Smith is really going for gold on the back of these back wheel here. Sort themselves out before he can get involved in the battle. Lee Street seems to have a little bit of an advantage, and Dean Camier comes up on the inside and makes his move, and those three go into that next turn, right side by side, and Dean Camier has got the lead. Dean Camier goes through. Richard Smith also passes Dean Street. Dean Street relegates now to third place. So close that rolled off the back of Smith Selby was tapping him on the goggles. Round that corner they come then, and the last lap flag for Dean Camier from Richard Smith, from Lee Street, from Steve Cyrus, Terry Giles, Gary Wells, Dean Camier's got it all his own way, the favourite at the start, but made a bit of a goof up off the start, but he came through, comes good, a big wheelie for the finish, and the win for Dean Camier from Richard Smith in second, Lee Street in third, then Steve Cyrus, Terry Giles, Gary Wells, Matt Thompson, Mark Powell, Adrian Squirrel. This is the 500cc A final, the big one in the solo classes this afternoon. They're underway. Malcolm Simmons, a cracking start from the tapes, and into the first turn he goes, pursued by his teammate Gary Reynolds. Malcolm Simmons leading, Gary Reynolds aiming up to try and go on the inside of third, and Mitchell Godden, the 350 class winner, in fourth. But it's Malcolm Simmons heading them home. Malcolm Simmons leading, Gary Reynolds appears to have no answer at the moment. From 3, Chris Frittenden, then 26, Mark Giles, then 9, Mitchell Godden, then Tony Reynolds and Julian Smith. Going up to centre home, but the young pretender is catching up with Malcolm in that final already. He's got the throttle wide open, he's going to Gary Reynolds, goes down. Gary Reynolds is down and out of this final. Number 3, Chris Frittenden in second place. Malcolm Simmons now well clear. Julian Phipps is up to third. Richard Godden is down in fourth. 169. The red flag is up. The race is being stopped. Gary Reynolds has pushed his bike clear, but the red flag is up. There's another one down on the other side. Not sure who that is. That could be Mark Giles down on the other side. So, got to have a rerun of the 500cc final. I was just getting into that. Things was just warming up.
and this will be an interesting one, I suspect. Well, David Wright gates in the middle, and whether he's going to get to the first bend, he's certainly going well at the moment. Let's look for Wayne Broadhurst, and in fact I think Wayne is actually up there now and going for it is Wayne Broadhurst. Tony Stott, David Wright, and on the right home battle there for that third spot. So Wayne Broadhurst now, a lot of local support for Wayne, I'm sure. Remember that super outing he had at the Ice Speedway at Telford? Well, he's no mini Grasstrack man, that's where it all started, and that's where it in fourth place is Tony Stott. Looking for two riders go down on the far bend. I think they're okay. The race continues. Tony Stott was certainly one of them. Wayne Broadhurst. The yellow flags go out. We have a red flag. We have a red flag. 43.2. Race 11 coming up, again supported by P&M Maintenance Contracting. And this will be an interesting one because Mark Wadsworth goes, and they're already underway. He had a win. Graham Thomas goes with him, but it's Mark Wadsworth with advantage, and Graham Thomas slots through into third place and makes his way through, trying to get that second spot, and he'll be through the second. Mark Wadsworth Graham Thomas in that second spot. Adrian Squirrel was in third, and Graham Thomas is only a metre or two back on Mark Wadsworth, and goes to the outside of Mark Wadsworth. But Wadsworth seems to get a little bit more drive off that bend, so it's Mark Wadsworth with the advantage. Graham Thomas in second spot, and Adrian Squirrel still in third. No change there, but just watch we'll watch this win over Mark Wadsworth. Mark Wadsworth is over 11 times champion. Graham Thomas, twice a British champion in the 250 class, but just look at Adrian Squirrel. And Squirrel really challenged right on the outside there. Graham Thomas is good on the approach to this bend. He really closes up, but I think Mark Wadsworth has the advantage, but he's gone wide. Graham Thomas on the inside, and it's Graham Thomas who goes to the front. Mark Wadsworth has to go. I think it's Thomas on the inside, Wadsworth on the outside, Wadsworth in front, Thomas up the inside, Thomas back in front. What a great 250 race. There's Graham Thomas then on the inside, Mark Wadsworth seeking to change over to the inside to take the line, and Wadsworth gets the second place. The Legends Squirrel in third, so Wadsworth with the advantage. Graham Thomas doing the challenging, they both get very wide on that bottom bend. Wadsworth gets the drive out on the bottom bend, and Mark Wadsworth now a few feet advantage over Graham Thomas. Still Adrian Squirrel in that third spot, but it looks now as though Mark Wadsworth has got a sufficient cushion to make his way in second. Mark Wadsworth, Graham Thomas in second spot, Adrian Squirrel in third. In fourth place, number
team supported by Alex Williams Agricultural Contractors of Forden. 2 programme changes, Mike Bowden number 223, replaced by number 5 John Priest, and the injured number 21 Tommy Palmer, replaced by number 12 Nigel Newman. So full line-up with Ian Gutteridge, Richard Knight, Jason Handley, Graham Lowe, Steve Morris, Wayne Broadhurst, Paul Orton, Mark Taylor, Nigel Newman and John Priest. And as we look across, John Priest, an absolutely superb start. Priest leads, Handley there in second place, Taylor in third place, and we're looking for Wayne Broadhurst. Jason Handley takes it up, and Jason already with 1 win under his belt this afternoon, going for this title in the 350 class. So it's Handley from Taylor, and John Priest is still there, and John's very, very quick into the top end. But it's Taylor still hanging on to that second place. With John Priest in third, then a good stop for third place. Wayne Broadhurst at the moment back in about 6th spot. But Jason Handley, absolutely superb here this afternoon, comes off the top end with about a 70 metre lead. Over number 1 Mark Taylor second, and a big spell on the top end. And well, there's bikes everywhere, and we've got a yellow raven flag, and we've got a red flag, and 2 riders go down to my left. One of them is John Priest, but John is sat up, and I think he's okay, and the other one, I think, is Richard Knight. But John Priest's bike's certainly looking very second-hand, and that really was a major coming together. Let's hope both Richie and John are going to be okay. Richard Knight on his feet, and John just getting some attention. But certainly John Priest took a nasty bump there.
What are you doing?
Well, he's on his feet, and good to see John Priest and Richie Knight both okay, but I'm afraid John's bike looking somewhat second-hand. So the main thing, they are... The line-up is Neil Taylor, Steve Simmons, Roger Lobb, Dave Mears, Ben Morby, Richard Ashworth, Mitch Godden, Dave Mears and Jon Underwood. And I've just had it confirmed that Matthew Clarkson has pulled out of the meeting. This is close. Mitch Godden's up there. Dave Mears is up there. Who's it going to be? Up to there. Second place, Neil Taylor. Mitch Godden in third. Dr. 1, 2, 3 as they go in the bottom turn. This is going to be a cracker. Absolutely nothing in it. Godden trying to come up the inside as they go into the bottom turn. But it's Dave Mears from Mitch Godden, from Taylor as they come off to there. That's still the ornament. Number 139, Dave Mears, and Mitch Godden goes on the inside, and Godden's got the line. He'll probably drift wide, and Mears will come up the inside, but Dave swishes to the outside, and Dave Mears going in wide, probably cut back on the inside. Godden is though the lead and a spill. Taylor on the top there, and into the red flag, right on the racing line, so red flag, the race is stopped. So the man who went down was lying in third place at the time, number 173, Neil Taylor. And I think he just got it locked up on the loose, and Neil Taylor goes down on the top turn. And Neil looks very, very angry with himself. And well, it's up to the clerk of the course as to whether Neil is allowed in the rerun or not. Davey, Ray Purvis, Lee Gaden, Jason Stott, Adrian Squirrel, Mark Wadsworth, Chris Phillips, Phil Ranson and Lee Street. Who's it going to be? As they get off the line, Mark Wadsworth head down on the tank and what he leads as they go into the first turn. But Jason is up there as well on the outside, so it's Wadsworth leading. Jason Stott second, and he's up there as well. And back in the fourth spot is number 42, the tall, lean figure of young Chris Phillips. This is superb. Phillips gets it all locked up on the bottom turn. He loses a lot of ground, but look at this. Wadsworth and Stott. Oh, Jason goes down, and yet again, Jason loses it. And then I was about to say, Jason has put it all together today. He's had so much bad luck at big meetings. And down he goes, and Jason goes out of it. So, Wadsworth now leading by some 30 metres over second place man Chris Phillips. But yet again, a disaster for the lad from Keylands. He found his virtue on the 7,000 years ago, and he's gone down again today, which means that Mark Wadsworth now leads, and another spell on the bottom turn. And from here, I'm not sure who that was, as we look to the left. I think the squirrel went down. We look to the left, and Mark Wadsworth into the last lap with about a 80-metre lead over Chris Phillips. In third place, it is number 75, Lee Street. Behind Lee Street is number 3, young Simon Davey. But Wadsworth, absolutely superb, controlling it from the front. He comes in with his third win of the afternoon. Mark Wadsworth wins. In second place, it is going to be young Chris Phillips, number 42, a good ride for him. In third place, number 75, Lee Street, followed by number 3, Simon Davey, and behind Simon Davey, number 6, Phil Ranson, followed by Lee Gaden, and all the rest of them. But Jason Stott, once again, it comes to big meeting, Jason has that little bit of bad luck, and down he went.
Young man who's been riding Speedway and doing very well. So then we look across the charge, up the hill, and then we break, and stop there. Third place is Roger Lobb. And look at that charge right round the inside by Roger Lobb, and I think it's Roger Lobb now with the advantage. Has got the back straight, but Dave Mears fights back. Roger Lobb overtook on the inside, slid wide on the exit. He's going to do it again. Look, comes up the inside. Is he going to come wide on the exit? Let David Mears do again. Well, the young cornishman going well here. David Mears being challenged hard for that second spot at the moment. But they're all closing up, and there's three riders just a few metres between them. Look at David Mears looking for the outside line now. And Roger Lobb drops back to third place. David Mears on the outside. Tucking behind in fourth place. And it's Roger Lobb on the inside. David Mears on the outside. A tremendous race between these two. They go up the back straight. So then it's David Mears back in front, and it's Roger Lobb with the challenging second tonight. David Mears. Downfield in third, and in fourth place to go Parker, still Stephen Morris, and back a little way to Jon Underwood. But look at Roger Lobb on the far side, challenging every opportunity he gets, but he's gone ever so wide, and he drops back to third place as he goes to bang. So right in front then, it looks now as though David Mears has this very much under control, so it's going to be second place down Q, in third place Roger Lobb, and in fourth place Stephen Morris, behind him Jon Underwood, and then number 1 for Graham Lowe. Playing right, and in his semi-final. Here we go then. Whoops, and a little bit of a moment there for someone on the start line. Gary Lloyd making up another good start. And it's Gary Lloyd with the advantage. Paul Miller close to the Gary riders behind. Gary Lloyd going for this one. Malcolm Goodwin in second place. Paul Miller in third. This could matter for Paul Miller and Malcolm Goodwin, because Malcolm doesn't need to be too far away from these two. So there, Malcolm Goodwin in second place. Paul Miller in fourth. And we look across to the far side, and Gary Lloyd holds off Malcolm Goodwin as they go round that bend. There's Gary Lloyd and Dave Higgins on the RCS Jara. Out in front is Malcolm Goodwin and Gary Ruckle in second place. They're looking desperately for a way faster, and man again, in third place, it's all brilliant, tremendous day with Gary Hughes in the chair, and they're sitting in that fourth spot. And Malcolm Goodwin makes for a challenge. He's going to try the outside. Is he going to get there? They go into the top end. Gary Lloyd has the advantage. They go around the inside. It's a long way around for Malcolm Goodwin. And he doesn't try to get inside. It doesn't work. It's still Gary Lloyd out in front. Malcolm Goodwin in second place. And this is desperate stuff on the last lap. Malcolm Goodwin then looking to desperately find a way around Gary Lloyd. Can he find a way? I suspect that Paul Miller knows that he keeps Malcolm Goodwin inside, he'll be okay. Gary Lloyd then goes to the line. Malcolm Goodwin in second, Paul Miller in third. Palmer in fifth place, Chris Salisbury. And in sixth place, that's going to be outfit number 11, that's going to be Steve Ketchington.
Up the top, that's what I mean. Away they go. Another nice easy start. And Lee Ray and Chris will take up the running. Robbie Wilson and Colin Earl steam into the first turn a little bit faster than the rest. Up goes a small cloud of dust. And I'll tell you what happens as I know. The yellow flags are up, so somebody's got there. And hope they can see the red flags to stop them. Indeed, the driver's coming to a standstill there. Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill and Ian and Stuart the Amist at the front of it all. As the dust clears down there now, trying to see who's who and what's what. But welcome back to number 2, Neville Penfold. Welcome back to the fray on Tim Bennett's outfit. Riding is number 2. Passenger down as another, and I think that is Steve Hargraves, Tim's normal passenger. Down the first straight they go in, a nice even break. John Hiscott making the best of it, and then number 8, Mark Edwards zooming into the lead at the end of that first straight, just holding that throttle on a little bit longer. I think that is Steve Hargraves, Tim's normal passenger. Down the first straight they go in, a nice even break. John Hiscott making the best of it, and then number 8, Mark Edwards zooming into the lead at the end of that first straight, just holding that throttle on a little bit longer. Scorching out of the turn, and there's the left laser. Problem on that corner, not sure who we lost. There's some red letters running around there. We've got Mark Edwards, Nick Waters, we've got Johnny Scott, Matt Sleep, we've got Rick Colvin and Matthew Dix. But out of a 6 outfit start, we could have lost Neville Penfold there somewhere.
No, Neville.
No?
Neville, I've seen Neville.
Oh, Neville's over there. Neville's okay. Ian Holmes and Dave Gillam seem to be the missing party at the moment. And that was what should have been a welcome back Ian Holmes as well. You get to read the whole programme to see what was there. The Red Cross doing a brilliant job here this afternoon, quickly attending to those fallen people. I can see the outfit is still on its side. And DC solos. And in this one we don't get 161 Mike Webster. His place is taken by 52 Keith Webb. 139 Dave Mears leads into the first corner, winding up the road. 139 Beer of Roy Sizemore, Lee Street, Paul Light Ewings, little two-stroke thing of Lee Street there in third place, pushing hard. It's Dave Mears that's leading. His teammate some way down the field. And his teammate is at the back of the pack. Paul and Ryder here. That close to me, but I can't see who he is. So did numbers 18 and 34. And Glenn Reynolds, Terry Massingham and Paul Watson. Away they go then. A nice good start. It's Dave Mears that goes into the front. Dave Mears leads into the first turn from Paul Watson in second place. Dave Mears leading then. His partner on the deck up the top there, but he's picked the bike up and he's okay. 139 then, Dave Mears leading the pack. In second place. Then 29 Paul Knott, then 172 Walter Neame, then Sean Corley, Glenn Reynolds and Terry Massingham. Then Dave Mears. One unfortunately. Down goes Paul Knott. Back up. Okay. Kept it running and he's on his way. So then way to go again and Dave Mears takes a big wide line round in. Goes over the handlebars as well. That is slippery there. Did you see that man nearly fall over when he... Way to go again and Dave Mears takes a big wide line round in. Goes over the handlebars as well. That is slippery there. Did you see that man nearly fall over when he... Well, Keith Webb certainly trying hard this afternoon. Roberts, Nicky Owen taking up the run-in. Rick Colvin and Matt Dix in second place and challenging hard on that Honda Fireblade. The Yamaha X-Up leads the Honda Fireblade. So now Rick Colvin lining up now to try and take the lead off of Vaughan Roberts, but he's not quite quick enough to get there at the moment. Mick Tyrrell and Mark Unicum, and Mark and Rob Sharrock having another late go. Big long 6-lap races, so a long way to go yet in this one. Powering on towards victory. Rick Colvin and Matthew Dix in there in second place. Mick Tyrrell and Mark Unicum in third, with Mark and Rob Sharrock in fourth, and then Sean Boddy and Wayne Russell bringing up the rear. Bumping up in the air, he's not had a good season mechanics-wise, but certainly coming good now. Trying very hard and trying to re-establish himself, and he's offered a lot of Masters points and a lot of South Eastern Centre Speed Shield points through his mechanical problems, and he'd certainly like to make some of those up in the weeks ahead. Now coming up on the inside of Rick Colvin. I think they're through there, and Rick Colvin goes back, but Mick Colvin fights hard, tries to take it back again, but not quite there. Mick Tyrrell now sets his sights on Vaughan Roberts. They come round this turn, they're going to see the last lap flag. It's Vaughan Roberts and Nicky Owens. Mark Unicum, then Rick Colvin and Matthew Dix. Mick Tyrrell finding up the line in early, then cutting back inside to try and take that down this straight. Can he get there? He's come right up on side. It's very tight. This is the last bend before the last time. Vaughan Roberts knows he's got to ride this as the fastest corner of his race, or Mick Tyrrell will be through. He's right up on the inside. Vaughan Roberts and Nicky Owen from Mick Tyrrell and Mark Unicum. Then Rick Colvin, Matthew Dix, Mark and Rob.
I've won me quid. But Mark, not having his own race. And Graham Thomas really trying hard, trying to go around the outside. Jason still there in third place. And in fourth place. But Graham Thomas right on his tail. Jason Stott in third, Richie Knight in fourth. And behind Richie Knight. Trying to come through on the inside. Gets it all locked up, but it's still Wadsworth, Thomas, Stott, and Richie Knight. That's the leading bunch. And Graham Thomas got the up the back straight into the last Wadsworth has got away. 3-4 for Mark Wadsworth, 3-1 for Graham Thomas, 94 Jason Stott, then Richie Knight, and away they go. Pugh on the outside, Short on the inside, and Darren Pugh and Rob Southwell in the behind the spill as they go into the bottom turn. Pick up the and another spill over on the far side. The race is stopped. Going to be in this one. Good start from Wadsworth, good start from Graham Thomas and also from Jason. But as they go into the first turn, it's, it's Graham Thomas. Absolutely
side by side off the bend. Graham with the advantage. Jason second. Mark third. In fourth place it's Richie Knight. Jason comes to the fore. Pushes him back to second. Mark still trying to go between the both of them. But Mark still back in third place. Inside. Thomas Daly, Graham Thomas, Mark Wadsworth, Jason Stott, and James Charles having a good ride. Graham Thomas is going to win it, I think. By a whisker. Thomas wins. Wadsworth second. Stott third. Charles fourth. Richie Knight fifth. In sixth place was 741 Mark Powell. And just crossing the line there, Sam Morby. Well, we've seen some good 250 races in the last few years. That was one of the best. We've got Stott and Pugh, and Atkins gets to the front. Darren Pugh there as well. And as they go into the first turn, it's all very close. And Atkins the first turn. In second place is Darren Pugh. Looking for Broadhurst, he's back in about fourth. Pugh then, second. In third place at the moment is Matthew Child. And he's had a good meeting. But it is still second at the moment, and Child trying to come through on the inside, and Broadhurst as well. And as they go into the top turn, the order is going to change because Broadhurst has a tight one. Broadhurst comes up to second, Child back to third, Child back to fourth, and Tony Atkin out on his own. Darren Pugh on the limit, and Pugh goes down. And we've lost Darren Pugh on the bottom turn. He's okay, he's on his feet. But he's wrong, he can. So, wins the 350. Broadhurst, number 158, finishing second. It's close for third between Dave Mander and Matthew Child. And Matthew Child just gets it. Mander is fourth. But I'm sure everybody feels sorry for Darren. He had a ball in his third ride in the heat. He just got into final. There we go. So, Rich Thomas looking to challenge him to come around the top there. So, Robbie Wilson then, with the advantage. Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley in that second spot, and the Halsey team looking to try and close up on the Well, Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley seizing the advantage now. They're going to have to go Thomas has to go very wide. He could open the door for Robbie Wilson. Let's see what happens, but he hasn't. So it's outfit number 60. It's Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley from Helston. Wilson and Colin Earl in second place. And third place is Alan and Don Blue. And behind them, outfit number 1, Craig Chitton and Clive Renner.
Roger Measor. Very, very close together to come out of that for the first time. Roger Measor, sitting just on Roger Wilson's tail. Roger Measor's tail, let's get it right. Such a good race, man. Busy one. Gary Jackson gets back on right. Gary's going to go. Wilson's going down. Then with the advantage at the moment. Roger Measor and Shane Lapham, what a good pairing this has been. To come up to the inside. Four seems to collide and Gary Jackson finds a way through. And terrific race going before as well. So Gary Jackson's in front, Gary Jackson wins. Roger Measor in second place, and looks like Robbie Wilson is going to get the fastest in third place. Gets underway, Mark Edwards makes a superstar shoot to the fore there. He has the advantage. Second place, Harry Phillips is in third. Fourth place. So Mark Edwards and Nick Walters from Fording Bridge. Out in front is Dave Mears. Robert Lewis and Paul Cleaver. Now then, look at Dave Spears. Mark Edwards out in front. Walters in the chair. Looking for a way through. Very tight on the bottom band there. Mark Edwards still with the advantage. So Mark Edwards then and Nick Walters. Inside out for the checker flag. Victory for Mark Edwards. Dave Mears second place. Looking at third. Well, that was tight.
Around this heat 2 of the sidecar competition, looking to see who's made the best of the start, and it's Rob Wilson. No, it's not, it's Steve Wright that's got in front as they go into that first turn. It was very, very close going into that first bend, but Steve and Gary Wright up in second. Gary Jackson a big place in third at the moment. As they come into the bottom bend, it is still Steve and Gary Wright the lead. Gary looks over his shoulder, wonders where the competition is going to come from. Rob Wilson and Tony Miles still there in second place. Gary Jackson, we get used to seeing rise some very wide lines. Starts to close up. Rob Wilson and Tony Miles getting closer and closer to Steve and Gary Wright. Looking for the gaps now as they come up past me. Oh, Rob deciding to go wide into this top bend. That should mean that he'll cut back underneath on the exit of the bend. You know it was quicker going down that back straight last time. Coming out of that bend. Some excellent, intelligent riding from Rob Wilson. He made the gap for himself, but Gary Wright and Steve Wright still desperately trying to come back at them. Well, Gary Jackson can see what's going on in front of him, and he knows there's a battle on. If there's any mistakes made, I'm sure he'll capitalise on it. And at the moment, it's still Steve Wright that's fighting for that has allowed Gary Wright to get closer to him. Into the pit bend then for the last time as they come up towards the checkered flag. This is going to be a terrific victory to open this campaign for Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. Steve and Gary Wright hang on to second. Gary Jackson and Mick Stace in third. Terrific scrap for that fourth place. We'll have to wait for confirmation on who got... brothers of Simon Wigg. They've got to the front once again. Some comments this morning were that he's disastrous getting out of the gate at the moment, but he makes up for it over the rest of the circuit. What can he do against Simon Wigg then? Goes after him down that back straight. Right, that won it. He's going desperately after Simon. Full Fry challenges for the lead. Terrific bottom turn before. Not letting him go during the lift drop bend. Back underneath, that's exactly what he's done. Full Fry looks over his shoulder. Straight. Terrific ride from Full Fry. He's head down that back. Looks like every ounce of power that he possibly can and make sure he does come off the surface. As he goes into the checkered flag, that's a brilliant victory for Full Fry. Underwood gets second place. Jason Handley in third spot. And he wasn't too far away from them as well, was he? Mark Taylor up in fourth place and Peter Lloyd finishing in fifth. We get underway, we'll see if anybody else has. As they get underway and come past me for the first time, is Colin has got to the front. John Halsey is right there with him, Gary Jackson on the outside as they all come together in that first turn. While they're getting themselves sorted out of this, Colin Blackbourn now after him in second place, John Halsey up there in third spot, and again Ivor Matthews has got a lot of work to do from that fifth place. But at the front, holding a very, very tight line, is Colin Blackbourn and Eddie Elvis. Pete Goodwin now trying to get up the inside of everybody as he's moved up on third place, John Halsey. John Halsey saying, I'm having none of that, and a great ride once again from Colin Blackbourn and Eddie Elvis as they come round that pit bend. Gary Jackson opting for a much tighter line this time to see if he can get a bit more grip as he's closed right up on Colin Blackbourn. And he's certainly in a position to pounce now as he goes round the outside. He's gone very, very wide. Colin Blackbourn sees him and responds to it. They've got just one more pit bend to go. Now remember, Gary was very quick coming off this pit bend. He's going very, very wide. He's going to try and cut the axis back across this finishing straight. But as Colin comes through on the inside, it's going to be close and very, very close on the line. Whoa! Well, I'm sitting in a nice position here and next to our finishing marshal. And I'm saying that flag. Shouldn't get carried away with myself, should I? Because the checkered flag comes out. Again, it is going to be close as they come to the line. Gary Jackson takes the race win, though. Well, I shouldn't try and cut the races short, should I, when it's getting that exciting? But oh, terrific sidecar racing one. Again, number 55, that of course is Full Fry. Jeremy Doncaster, and is that gem that's got to the front? It certainly is. So it's Jeremy Doncaster that's got to the front. Colin Earl's having a go as well. Now where is Full Fry? By the look of it, he's back in fourth place at the moment. Now why do I say that? Because Full Fry, of course, not only with last year's winners, but so what a race we've got in prospect this time as Full Fry tries to come through and Full Fry has put it down. Oh, you can see exactly what he tried to do, and you can see he's not happy with that at all, but that was very, very tragic as Full Fry tried to come under the rider in front of him. Gary Doncaster is looking comfortable now at the front of the field. Colin Earl sitting there in second place, looks across and sees Full Fry on the inside. Jason Handley, it is number 95, that's in that third place. Tragedy, of course, to see Full Fry standing in the centre of the circuit after going so well earlier on this afternoon. I will just hope that he can come back from that with a good ride at his first ride. Doncaster has taken a win. That's going to please a lot of his supporters. Colin Earl takes a good second place. Jason Handley finishes in third. Tony Atkin finishing in fourth. Looking to see who's got the best of it. From the outside, it's Alan Blewett that's got to the front. Colin Blackbourn has gone in second place as they all go into that first bend, but it's Alan Blewett followed by Colin Blackbourn. Roger Measor moves through into third. Second, Roger Measor and Shane Lapham in third, but very close to Colin Blackbourn. Now Colin Blackbourn gets close to Alan Blewett. He'll try and find a way round as he goes around the outside. He's certainly going for this, as you can see the Colin Blackbourn. Very tight line. Because that's for sure that Colin Blackbourn's going to give it a go, and he comes through on the inside. Colin Blackbourn has got the inside line this time, but Alan Blewett just shuts the door again and keeps his nose in front. There's still a battle going on for third between Rob Wilson and that first place. Desperately loves to in his first season as a sidecar driver, but as they go into the last lap, Alan Blewett and Jon Blewett still heads down, keeping their nose in front. It's Colin Blackbourn that's certainly got to still that battle going on for third, but I'm sure all eyes are on the front as Rob Wilson's moved through into third. As they go into that pit bend, we come towards the checker flag this time, and Colin Blackbourn has gone on the inside, and it's going to be close to the line. It was very, very close indeed. Colin Blackbourn desperately tried everything he possibly could on that last bend, but credit to the family team from Darlington. They travel a long way all over the country for their racing. They've ridden a superb ride here this afternoon. The winners of the 1996 title, father and son crew of Alan and Jon Blewett. But I'm
miles per hour. This is race 2 and they're underway, and it's number 47. That leads into the first turn first for the southeast. Good starters here this afternoon, Lee Street. But he drops back a little bit on the first turn into second place. A bit of a struggle on his hands, and it's the Eastern centre man, Adrian Squirrel, that is flying out in front at the moment, doing his bit for the home team, and that Midland man has come through in there as well, Jason Stott. So it's Adrian Squirrel, Jason Stott, Lee Street, then Dave Knowles. That's how they go down the back straight. Adrian Squirrel well out in front, with the Midlander in hot pursuit. Midland won the first race, so they'll be keen to take another one and keep morale up in that camp. But second place wouldn't be bad points for them either. 106, Adrian Squirrel leads, Jason Stott in second, then Lee Street, then Dave Knowles, then Sam Morby, and Jack Walker. Field rather spread out. There's all action on the front line as the Eastern still rule, but there's sliding a little bit wide there. Adrian Squirrel's got it on the last lap, but Jason Stott nipping up on the inside on that corner. Squirrel goes wide, stops through, the Midlanders take it again. They're in front as they head down into the last corner. Has Squirrel got any answer to this? He's trying his heart out on the outside for the home team, but it looks to me like Jason Stott has got it out of that last turn. They take the checkered flag, a brilliant piece of riding. Jason Stott for the Midlands takes the win. Adrian Squirrel gets second, then Lee Street. Again, right on time there. And 51, Mitch Godden gets to the first turn first. Another brilliant start for the South Easterners, but again he's gone a little wide into that first turn and let somebody else underneath him. And somebody else looked like Steve Morris, number 21. Mitchell Godden comes back at him on the inside round this corner. It's alpha leather stuff here this afternoon. Number 21, Steve Morris leading from 51. Mitchell Godden who goes back into the lead there on that corner. Mitchell Godden now got it his own way for the South East, piling on the points for the South Eastern team. Mitchell Godden, son of the very famous Don Godden.
And the racing factory down there at East Morning in 10th. Mitch Godden leading there. From Steve Morris. I think that's Graham Bell there in third place, and he goes past Mitch Godden as well. Mitch Godden goes back to third, bit of a mistake as he went wide there. That's costly Southeast, dear on points. He's trying to get back on an inside line out of that corner. He's got one more lap to go to get past these boys. Steve Morris, Graham Bell, Mitch Godden. Mitch Godden being absolutely left for dead in that third place, and no answer to these two. And look now as Graham Bell comes up on Steve Morris. Round the last turn is Graham Bell now, all the way, the throttle wide open as he comes out of that corner. And across the line, a win for number 4, Graham Bell. From 21, Steve Morris. 51, Mitch Godden. They come. 48 it is that leads into the first turn. That's Terry Giles for the South East Centre. Terry Giles leading. And Richard Smith for the Eastern Centre moves up now into second place. Gains a lot of yards on Terry Giles. That's going for the inside line on him. What's going to happen here? Don't need to have points taken off that South Eastern is in this one. If Smithy goes through, Smithy takes it up. Terry Giles is there with a throttle wide open. He's trying to go around the outside. He's doing his best, God bless him. And he's not lost contact yet. But Richard Smith has got the lead. Richard Smith drifts a little wide. Terry Giles is in on the inside with a smashing chance and the front wheel's in the air and he's through. 2 more laps to go. Terry Giles takes up the run in this one again from Richard Smith in second place. They're all keeping the Midlander at bay. That's what the South East need. Need a win here and the Midlands to be held back just a few pegs. Sorry, I'm biased. I just live in the South East. Terry Giles goes a little wide, but he's let him through. Richard Smith comes through on the last lap. It's Smithy that leads and Terry Giles in second. But our danger man in the Midlands is down in 5th place at the moment. Richard Smith then leading into the last turn. Terry Giles seems to have a much faster line on the inside there, but can he do anything about it? I think it's too late in this one. The checkered flag goes and a win for Richard Smith from Terry Giles in second. Then Dave Knowles. Then Colin Howell, Lee Gaydon. 8:68, and the winner's time 1 minute 24 and 1/5 second, 53.2 miles per hour. It's Trevor Banks that goes in the lead in race 37. Number 14, Ricky Scarborough was excluded in race 36 for course cutting. Race 36, 14, Ricky Scarborough excluded for course cutting. It's Trevor Banks now back on form, front wheel up in the air as he goes round there. 114, Jeremy Doncaster is in hot pursuit in second place. But Banksy leads in this one. The old boys come together. Trevor Banks, Jeremy Doncaster, and then Tony Atkins. Tony Atkins challenging hard, pushing fast, but lost a few yards on that corner. Trevor Banks is leading, got a nice lead on there, but he knows he won't have to ease up too much. Look at Tony Atkins coming up on the inside of Jeremy Doncaster. He don't care what his name is. Trevor Banks then takes the last lap flag. Jeremy Doncaster creeping up on the inside of Trevor Banks this time. Tony Atkins trying to come through as well. Jeremy Doncaster has got it, or has he? He looks over his shoulder and Banks is there. Banksy is through. They're coming in the last corners. It's sure to be tight. And Tony Atkins wants it all his own way as well. So the three of them coming out of the last turn. It's Trevor Banks that wins. Look at that. Tight stuff as Tony Atkins just gets past Jeremy Doncaster on the line. What a finish. From Trevor East.
Right, away we go then with race 17. We're back on in the order of the programme, and it's the 250 Solo Expert. And it's got a few problems down there. There's a couple of riders get tangled up. I think Chris Phillips is one of them with those colourful black and pink leathers. And looks like he's okay as he gets onto his knees, gets to his feet. Chris Phillips is okay. And so the race, of course, being stopped in the interest of safety.
underway this afternoon, and it's the first race of the afternoon. Richard Smith it is that goes into the first. Then Gary Wells, then Matt Thompson, Brian Cornelius. Mark Power, initial runner, well down the field there. We have a mishap on the first turn, right through the blind spot of the caravan. Good to see that. Two riders down. One looks like Paul Simmons. Indeed, I think that is Paul Simmons down the floor there, and one could be Chris Clark. Bad luck. Sidecars. Off the start they go, and up the way down the first straight, and Paul Watson in 66. The Woodsley on the first corner, the red flags are out, the race is being stopped in the interest of safety. Well, I know we lost Keith Webb on that corner, and not too sure who else went down here with him. Possibly Sean Corby. Keith Webb's looks like he's going to restart his machine in the second green. They're holding the sidecar in this one, and they're away. They're up the first straight. It's hell for leather into the first corner. Gary Moore are leading, but it's only from top 10. Oh, over goes John Fish and Gary Moore, and that is bad news for those two. Gary Moore is almost up, but not quite, and that was bad news for those two. The red flags are up, the race being stopped in the interest of safety.
Do they come together or not? That bumping out, I remember it. Rolling the full head on, yeah.
Race 26 is underway. Super fast start. Looked like Gary Wells that got to the first turn first, but over is the Power started. Over is from Gary Wells. Thompson Page in third. Then Matt Thompson. And Brian Cornelius. Over is Squirrel, got it all going this time. He slipped off in that second ride of his and managed to finish in fourth place after falling, but he's making no mistake this time. He's out in front and going for it. The third he comes in. Over is Squirrel from Gary Wells. Chris Pye, Matt Thompson, Brian Cornelius, Mark Howe, Michael Peters, and Alan Band. And James Peters. Right side finish there, but just going to Adrian Squirrel. Not Gary Wells. Just about two patch or Julian Brown in somewhere. Not sure where. Someone's here on the centre green. They're on the centre green, they're playing with the rear wheel. Perhaps got chain trouble or something. The last lap flag goes for Gavin Nunes on all round goes Rick Colvin and over. Rick Colvin and Matthew Dix are over. Matthew Dix is up and okay and slipping over in the mud, but he's going to get that bike off of Rick Colvin. is up and okay, and slipping over in the mud. He's going to get that bike off of his shoulder.
Yes, there was a logo on the third plate. One of those is trying to get his feet, that brings us no.
They're away, this is the semi-final, this is what we... Oh, over goes the Welsh, I think that was 42. 42 in this race? Yes, that was... red flags are up, that was very nasty looking. I'm sure that was the Welsh pairing of Martin Jones and Mike Harrison that have gone over on that first straight. One of those is trying to get to his feet. John's saying, no, you stay down there a minute, son. The bike's being rolled back over. Where's the other man's on the floor as well? Bad news for them then. 40 underway then, 844, Vincent Kinchin, obviously the favourite for this one, but look out for number 9, Mitchell Godden for this 139, David Mears is placing up. 139, Dave Mears, top 9, Mitchell Godden at 844, Vincent Kinchin. Those three are clear of the rest of the field now. Mitchell Godden's going after Dave Mears, big time up that back straight. Then he comes up, he's put his front wheel up alongside David Mears' rear wheel. Vincent Kinchin. He goes past Dave Mears, he's up there in the second place. This Mitchell Godden has got it at the moment. On the 350 Godden, he's belting it round there. He's coming round this top turn and he's really... He's beating up that back straight with just one more turn to go. It's Vince Kinchin now all the way as they start to lap the tail enders on this last corner. That was close. It is 2-3-1, real sideboard. It leads through, 2-3-1.
Mark Edwards, they debut very quickly indeed. Vaughan Roberts goes with them as they go into that first turn, but together as they go in that first turn, and just with perhaps an advantage. I think the camber actually forces you to drive in tight. To watch those two go into the top end. This is promising to be a great scrap between these two. Which he doesn't. He's forced Mark Edwards to go around the outside. Mark Edwards powering up this straight past me. He's giving him a lot of work to do. He's taking that wire. Riding from Mark Edwards as he comes up past me. Now with the race lead, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles have got all the work to do. Now they know where Mark Edwards has gone in very, very hard. He almost put it sideways in the middle of the bend. He comes towards the checkered flag and takes the race win. Rob Wilson and Tony Miles take second. Vaughan Roberts finishing in third place with Nicky Owen in the chair, and a great scrap between those front two. but Rob Wilson is the first that gets his nose into that first corner. So Rob Wilson and Tony Miles come off that top bend. John Halsey trying to find his way through on the inside of Smith holding second, John Halsey and Jason Denny in third. Those three pulling away from the rest of the field at the moment, and Rob Wilson and Tony Miles looking in terrific style as they come around off that top bend, holding a much tighter line than we saw both markers. At the moment, just watching to see if there are any gaps going to be created. Quite often what can happen in this situation is Dean Smith is concentrating on passing the man in front. He leaves a gap for the third place rider to come through. But as I say that, you can see it looks as if there's a mistake there. Now between first and second, and if anything they've opened the gap up between second and third. But Rob Wilson still with the lead. He's going to come under pressure this time, I'm sure, from Steve Smith and Dave French. We'll be coming towards the checker flag this time. Again, Rob Wilson slows and Steve Smith is coming towards the line on the inside. Rob Wilson hangs on. Steve Smith in second. John Halsey in third. It's a 1,000 fourth with Blackbourn looks to have got it just from Robbie Wilson. Bells perhaps didn't go so well first time out. We may see a difference. We've got a challenge on this side of us. Two alphas who went extremely well and both had wins. And we've lost one alpha on that first bend. I was going to say that we have got Roger Measor and Gary Jackson out together this time. They had wins, but on that first bend it looks as if we've lost Colin Blackbourn and Eddie Elvis. So of course the race being stopped in the interest of safety. The riders being taken back to the start line once again for a restart. So we go with the start of race 14. Steve Smith has made the best of his start. Rob Wilson, like you already know, Rob Wilson just gets the advantage going into that first turn. Now so Steve Smith in second place as they come out of that first turn. Dave Mears and Wilkes, who had a win first time out, are up there in third place, but it's Rob Wilson and Tony Miles that lead at the moment coming round off that pit bend. Dave Smith trying to stay close to Rob Wilson as they go into that first top turn. Dave Mears still not out of contention, right there in third place. Racing at the front of the field. Rob Wilson and Tony Miles not having a all their own way as Steve Smith and Dave French are close to them all the time, and was there a mistake there in that top turn? Steve Smith certainly seemed to pound the It's the turn. He's been forced to go wide, and Steve Smith tries the long way round. Has he got an advantage? He has as he goes into the top bend. That was a great finishing stroke from Steve Smith and Dave French. They've now got the lead and look to be opening the gap. There's Rob Wilson and Tony Miles, who had a second first time out, look as if they're going to repeat that performance. Dave Mears and Wilkes are still there in third as they come to the checkered flag. Steve Smith takes the race win, but as he crosses the line, you can hear that engine going. So still got nagging problems with that engine. It didn't sound very healthy as it crossed the line, but he's got maximum problems.
Back, they get away. Who's going to have this one? The challenge is up the inside. Jason Handley back in that fifth spot, trying to find his way through, but it's all getting very the advantage, we've got a corner for Jason Handley. He's okay, but I think we're going to have to stop this one because it's going to need a little help to get him off the track. So he's on his knees. Jason's been going well here today. Oh, obviously pretty shaken up, but let's certainly hope that he stands up. I think he's okay. He's just obviously very shaken. That was quite a heavy fall.
Gavin Newman back in the third place. Oh, it's all starting to happen at the front again. There's Jon Halsey goes after Tim Bennett. He's been forced to go wide into the stop bend, but you remember that Tim Bennett hesitated in the stop bend first time round. Jon Halsey knows that. He's gone after him. He's got the power on. This is hard work from Jon Halsey because he's forced to get wide all the time. Really decided to cut underneath and really fail the outside. This Bennett is exactly what he's done. He comes down swinging, one more lap to go. Tim Bennett in second. Winterburn in third. Gavin Newman's gone back to first place. But I wonder if this ride will be replaced in the final for Jon Halsey. It's very, very tight on points. Looking at all the overall points, this could, in fact, by more rough movements, it could mean enough for a place in the final. But let's take it as a race win for the moment. Tim Bennett in second place, Winterburn in third, Gavin Newman in fourth. A tremendous final sidecar race before we get into those finals following. Roger Measor and Shane Lapham, but going well this afternoon has been Dave Stewart. Dave Stewart is right up there with Roger Measor going that first turn. Problems on that first bend for Dave Stewart as Roger Measor slows going down that back straight. Once again, in the interest of safety, while the officials are allowed to attend to the fallen riders, the rest of the field will be taken back to the start for yet another restart.
Goes for it. Look at that start from Simon Wick. Kelvin Tatum is only a little way behind him, so is Dean Schofield. So the Banks is on his elbow as well, but it's Simon Wick then with the advantage. Simon Wick gets it back and Tatum gets away. Kelvin Tatum makes a superb corner. Simon Wick in that second spot there, so it's Kelvin Tatum in front. Simon Wick in second place. In that first spot, Steve Schofield in fifth, but Kelvin Tatum really going for it. He's really trying to get away. Joe Screen's up to second place, but Simon Wick is letting him get away. He's hanging on in there. But Kelvin Tatum it is. And then Steve Schofield had a tremendous rival. We have red flags. We have red flags. Race is not completed, 3/4 race distance, so in fact it's, we believe it's Peter Lloyd that took that tumble on me. Start, Simon Wick makes a very good start there, but it's all happening on the far side. Looks like Kelvin Tatum is
Underwood in second place, and Underwood being challenged hard. So Joe Screen this time has made a really good start, and it's Calvin taking the rest to do the chasing. And Steve Calvin will try to move through, and it's we have another Paul Henry and Steve Schofield, we think, who tangled on the top band. Well, obviously a short delay whilst the fallen riders are attended to. Paul Henry on his feet, that's good news. Steve Schofield on his feet. That's good.
The sidecar final turn, not a chance to introduce the line-up to but as we get underway, straight away, Wilson is down the front. Robbie Wilson and Tony Miles, who already have had a tremendous ride here this afternoon. They'll be getting quicker and quicker, and they've got the lead as they go down that back straight. Joining them in this race is Steve Smith and Dave French, who've gone straight through on the inside of Roger Measor, who looks to have problems. Jon Halsey is in third place at the moment. He comes around that bottom bend. He's got in front of Roger Measor as well. Gary Jackson now moving through with Roger Measor has definitely his problems. Leroy at the back of the field is moving through in front of Roger Measor. Tremendous achievement for Lee to be in this final, and I'm sure he'll be glad just to be out there amongst this sort of company. But as we see him go down into this pit bend, it is Rob Wilson and Tony Miles, who were probably devastated last weekend, but they couldn't defend their Ace of Aces title laid down in 1995. But they've come here with a very determined mood about them. They know they've performed well over the years on this boarded circuit. Will has been a year for them. They go down the back straight, still leading from Steve Smith and Dave French, who's been getting quicker and quicker as the afternoon's going on. And let's not forget Gary Jackson is back there in fourth place, and he's trying to get round the outside of Jon Underwood. We've come much closer to him, as indeed I think the gap between first and second is closed. Steve Smith is getting closer and closer. He's gone for the outside line. Robbie Wilson leading Steve Smith is getting closer, and Steve Smith closes right in on Robbie Wilson as he goes into this top end. Jon Underwood still there in third, but it's a challenge for first that we've got to run. Robbie Wilson, he picks up an enormous amount of drive in this pit bend, and it's close as they come down in. Robbie Wilson just keeps the power on, turns in front of him to go through that last lap, and then around that top end, he goes down the back straight. Look at the power that Steve Smith has put. Steve Smith again picks up confidence, and he goes for the line. He's going to get it. He goes for the line, and indeed I'm not supposed to make a decision on that one. The people standing in front of me, I think, have already made